I'm a pit bull, and I approve this message. I'm a pit.
I'm a pit bull, and I approve this message. Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Conversations with a Pit Bull Live. Yay! Friday, October 14th.
October? Damn.
November. You see, I'm slow. You know. All right. So welcome everyone again. Here we are. We're going. Yeah, you can't get rid of us. I know. And for those of you who don't know, I'm Foster Carter, and
hey, what's happening? I'm Danny Mason.
And you are tuned in, and you have with us our regular team, Paula Archer, and I think she's out there, Illy Beanie, Chili Beanie. Paula, you there?
I'm here. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Cold.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, cold. Yeah, I know. It's cold back there, man. We feel for you. You know, we'll send you a little sunshine, you know?
Please.
In Missouri.
Do.
What is it, like 39 degrees or something?
I think it's 22, and we're supposed to have the white stuff tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, well, you know, box some up and send it to us.
Well, it's not exactly sunny out here, though, too. I think Fred must have dropped off some of that bad weather when he left, because it's a little cloudy today. I'm going to have a talk with him about that, messing up our little 80-degree average. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what is the day's date? The 14th?
Yeah, man.
Oh, so we ain't doing too bad, though, because what do we got? The 14th? Well, no, they won't even show.
You might have got abducted by aliens experiencing that time loss.
Yeah, man, this time.
I wonder where you've been.
It's almost Christmas.
What would they want with you, though? What would the aliens want with you? Besides your amazing DNA.
Oh man, a lot of good stuff. You know, aliens are into saving pit bulls. You know that?
That's the truth.
Yeah, it would be a trip if they had an alien invasion and they turned out to be pit bulls. You know, what would that rock the world? Hey, so what we're gonna do is shake it up one time. We're gonna bring Fred Cray, our new part of the family, in with the legal news stuff in a minute. But Paula, how about this? What if we started off the show with saving some dogs?
I can do that.
Yeah? Well,
oh, yeah.
And
I'm always ready to save dogs.
There you go, man. That's what we do around here. Well, we just a little bit earlier. I don't want to catch Chris off guard, but he'll bring up some of the dogs that we have up for adoption. For those of you around the world, anywhere, any place, pick a dog, find a dog, see a dog you like from Paula's list, and we will make sure that pup gets to you, baby. So let's do that, Paula.
Okay. While Chris is getting ready, everybody grab your pens and paper. There will be a quiz afterwards.
Okay.
So,
hey, Paula.
I'm ready. Let's go.
I'll say about our guest after you do that.
Oh, okay.
Go right ahead.
All right. Let's get ready and go, Chris. These next 4 dogs, they are code red, and this means they will be euthanized unless there is a rescue, foster, or adoption commitment by 6:30 a.m. Monday, November the 17th. The first one, this is Wade. He is 8 to 10 months old. He's just a puppy. He is handsome. Just look at that smile. Wade is a Labrador Retriever mix. He is neutered. His intake date was 8/5 of 2014. So basically, he's growing up in the shelter where he will be killed on Monday. Now we have Millie. Millie is a sweet girl. She's nice, and she really doesn't deserve to die on Monday. She sits and she will give you her paw. She is a little timid, but when she warms up, she is very lovable. She is really beautiful too. Her photos do not do her any justice. Now, next up, we have Thor. Thor is an adult American Pit Bull Terrier, chocolate and white. He weighs about 45 pounds. Thor is looking a little tense at his photo shoot. I'm pretty sure the animals sense what is going on around them. I hope someone will open their heart and their home before the holidays and before Monday to save this fine-looking fellow. Now, the last one on our list today is Maria. Maria is happy-go-lucky Maria. She is wiggly and smiley. She is an adult Beagle Bulldog mix. She is black and white. She would like to put in an application with your family to be your new couch buddy. How about it? These 4 dogs die Monday. Wade, Millie, Thor, and Maria. Please help if you can. Time is short. Now, this next photo that Chris is putting up is a photo. This photo features the dogs of Pasco, who are not as urgent as the first 4 code red dogs that I showed you. The shelter is overflowing and they need to get some dogs out. They have run out of temporary crates even to help accommodate some of the overflow. They desperately need the community's help. Stop by from 12 to 6:30 to pick your next forever family member, but please call to make sure that they're open before you make the trip over there. Now, next up, the following dogs on this photo, they are the playground group. These dogs are very well rounded and they love, love, love to play with other dogs in the play group sessions. As always, they recommend bringing in your 4-legged family members to ensure that everyone gets along okay. And there's no doubt that these guys would be wonderful additions to any family. You can go by and visit them. All of these dogs are located at Pasco County Animal Services, and that is in Land O'Lakes, Florida. The phone number there is 813-929-1212, and they are open 12 to 4:30 Tuesday through Saturday. And if you're interested in the first 4 dogs, you need to email them before they are scheduled to be put to sleep. The email address is adoptionpartners@pascocountyflorida.net, and you must put in the subject line, attention, do not euthanize, and the dog's ID number. If you need any more information or you need more information, get a hold of me, Paula Archer, on Facebook, or you can contact me through Paws Pit Parade. Come on, everybody, let's save these 4 babies before Monday. And that's all I've got.
Oh, that's great. Hey, since you're on, introduce our guest, who you booked for us today, who's going to come in. I understand we got a live music thing going on.
Yes, it is with great pleasure that I am introducing today on Conversations with a Pit Bull, Donna Hughes. Donna is going to sing a song for us today live, and I know she can pull this off because She is a singer and a songwriter, so I have all the faith in the world that she is going to be able to belt out a song for us today.
Oh,
And it is Dog on a 10-Foot Chain.
dog
And
on
I
a
hope
10-foot chain. Wait a minute.
I hope
She
I
stole
put you
that
to
song
death
from
with
my
it.
wife. I think my wife wrote that song. Dog, dog on a 10-foot chain, you know, she added a couple of links, you know.
She was being nice that year, huh?
Yeah, exactly, because mine was a short leash, you know.
Right.
So, hey, I believe, unless the lights are making me wrong, we got Cheryl on the line. Cheryl, are you there?
I'm here. I'm listening.
How are you, my dear?
I'm wonderful. We're cold up here, too. How about you?
Oh, we're warm here, man. Well, no, I'll make you and Paula feel better. It's freezing.
Yeah.
It's freezing.
Anything over here, once it hits less than 65, we start losing our mind. So
Oh,
it's
I
freezing.
know. I'm
It's
a former
freezing.
Californian.
I think I felt like a little drop on my way over here and almost lost my mind as well. So I know you guys up there in Oregon don't know.
Is that going to be winter alert for LA?
Yeah,
That
yeah. I
one
know you
drop?
guys in Oregon don't know anything about rain. So
Hey, so what's happening up in Portland, Cheryl?
Well, unfortunately, some things are happening up here that aren't very pleasant. As far as the advocacy goes, everything's going well. We're getting ready for our November Bully Walk the Sunday before Thanksgiving. But up here, it seems like there's been several incidents involving pit-type dogs where other people's pets have been killed or severely injured. And we even have one local pit bull rescue that one of their dogs got loose and attacked a neighbor. So I just want to remind everybody listening that we really need to step up as a dog-owning community, especially the pit bull owners, and just do everything that is humanly possible to make sure that, number one, our dogs are secured. They're never in a situation where it's easy for them to get out or we're letting them roam loose. We should always have our dogs within our control, and we should really work hard to make sure that we get help with a trainer if we need to, or go online, find somebody you like that you want to emulate, and work with your dog and make sure that your dog is well balanced, well socialized, and isn't a danger to any other living thing, because we can't get rid of breed-specific legislation or prejudice against certain kinds of dogs until we owners step up and make sure that we have a damn good reason why they shouldn't be banning our dogs. So I just wanted to send that public service announcement out there to everybody and just ask everybody to really do everything you can to make sure that your dog is secure. And if you have a pit bull type dog, you know already that you've got to work 100 times harder than anybody else, because when a pit bull hurts somebody, it's not just bad for your dog and for you, it's bad for all pit bulls everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving is coming up. So we have another show before Thanksgiving, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, good. Because we'll go over the whole turkey bone thing, you know, later on with the dogs showing up in the emergency room with a turkey bone. But look, Paula's probably over there giggling because you know, she said, Paula, hey, are you a turkey boner?
Well, I've been known to give mine boiled chicken bones, yeah, but
Boiled
you know I
chicken.
do it under adult supervision. So
Well, the boiled chicken bones, those bones are pretty soft and stuff at that point, but they still sharp, you know? They can grind
Yeah.
them. They can grind them down. They stand a chance with that. But those chicken and turkey bones, man, they're a major problem, you know?
I've been told if you're going to feed chicken or turkey or anything that has bones in it, if you're going to give them bones, it needs to be raw, because it's the cooking that causes the bones to splinter.
Oh, is that right?
That's
yeah,
what
to
I
be
heard,
brittle,
yeah.
Oh, see
That
that?
raw is okay, but when you cook the bones, it changes the molecular structure, I guess, and that's when the bones splinter.
Wow, that's good to know.
But I Googled that to make sure that what I heard is correct before I fed my own dog bones. I won't feed my dogs any kind of dog bones other than the leather seals you buy in the store, the chews.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and that goes for me and you both, because I had enough medical stuff. So, Cheryl, stick around. What we're going to do is, and I don't know how our board and our little, CPU things work, but Chris, do we want to, take a pause for the calls and do? We have no Pitbull energy drink in here, if you can believe that, anybody. It's amazing. But we can talk to one of our sponsors or play one of our sponsors. Listen to me acting like I'm Rush Limbaugh or something. Our only sponsor, and pay some bills. And Chris, can we bring Fred up with Paula? Can we bring Donna up with how best we work this? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to commercial while Chris explains the technical aspects of this, and we'll be right back in a minute. All right, guys?
That's Hip Hop Bev. Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pitbull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
Hey now, all right. So as I just learned a lesson in computer technology, Danny came up with a simple solution. So Paula, what we're going to do is we're going to, just to keep from losing the whole file, we're going to let you go, bring up Fred, and then we're going to let Fred go and bring up Donna, and then we can bring you back. How about that?
That sounds wonderful to me.
All right, dear.
I want to make sure, and I want to see Donna, so.
Oh, yeah, Donna, yeah, exactly. So also, what you can do, surprisingly, is you can call in on 323-965-1600, Paula, and make sure, and take part of this conversation. All right, and let's see if we can get Dr. Cray in the house. So you attended No Kill LA, huh?
Yeah, they had a really big event this past weekend. Our friends with Dogs Without Borders were there. And they basically, if you're not familiar with some of these larger organizations like the Best Friends Animal Society, is a really large national organization, and they created No Kill LA as an organization which dealt specifically with animal-related issues in the Los Angeles area. So it's kind of like their local chapter, and No Kill LA basically, and along with Best Friends, they put on a couple very large events each year for the animal community and for the rescues. A couple weeks ago, they had the Strut Your Mud event, which we went out to, and this past weekend they had their big adoption event. So, but what they basically do, they get together a series of local animal shelters, both on the city and county level, and then they also bring in some of the smaller rescues, local rescues from LA County, and a couple other vendors and whatnot. And they provide all the infrastructure. It's kind of like a festival for all of these smaller organizations to be able to get some visibility and showcase their dogs that are in need of adoption. So they had I think by the time that I left, they had a 2-day event, and in those 2 days, all the rescues together combined with the animal shelters, they rescued about 450 dogs.
Woo, did you see Ghetto Rescue out there?
No, I didn't. But I went out there with my buddy Jason Maddox, who's he's an aspiring actor, and got him some time on the camera doing some interviews and stuff.
Cool.
And we interviewed some of the local rescues. Some of the animal shelter people were kind of they needed permission from on high to be shown on camera, so we didn't get with them, but we're gonna go do some official visits to their facilities and whatnot. And one of the cool things, we got to talk with the executive director of the Best Friends Animal Society, this guy named Mark, and he was really cool and really fired up and stuff like that. And he was he was just singing all the praises and stuff about not only the work that the rescues are doing, but what we're doing with these these multimedia kind of shows and stuff like that. So he sends his love.
Did you talk to him about advertising?
I was just there in the mix, but
that's
anyway,
my job.
It was a really good experience, and I shot a bunch of video, and I'm gonna chop up some segments and bring them in over the next couple of weeks. So
perfect. Yeah, because we do the good cop, bad cop thing. It's like you smile and make friends with them, and then I'll hit them in the pocket. Fred taught me that.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. So, hey, so Fred.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
I am tired.
Oh no, man! Your arm should be all that flying you've been doing.
I've been to Pennsylvania, New York, L.A., and Tallahassee.
I told you he was running for office. I told you. And I told you that we would be able to secure cabinet positions.
There you go.
Based upon our interaction over the years.
Hey, I want to be Secretary of Finance.
I want to be in charge of the food and beverage consumption initiatives.
Yeah.
It's been super busy. I don't think I've traveled this much in a couple years.
Oh, good.
And on December 12th, I'm going to New Orleans. And next Friday, when you're having your show, I'm flying to Miami. So,
You're not here next week?
No, I'll be on the plane to Miami.
Good. Miami. Well, that's a good one. You're flying to Miami as opposed to driving, huh?
Yeah, there's nothing as I told you before, there's almost nothing I can think of that would persuade me to drive from here to Miami. So Scarlett Johansson was waiting for me in Miami, and I had to drive 5.5 hours, 6 hours to go see her. I probably wouldn't.
Oh, man, that's serious. You hate driving then in that case, I'm sure. So
that drive is flat. It's boring.
Really?
You got all these, crazy advertisements for, pro-life people. It's just all the Jesus stuff is out there.
Right,
I knew you when you were in the womb.
And if
all this kind of stuff was.
And if your car stops, and if your car stops and you're over the side of the road, you might get bit by alligator, huh?
Or a snake.
Yeah, so I can dig that. So is it anything going on with all your travels? Have you had a chance to stay up on what's happening?
Yeah, I stay up. I actually did not do my show on Tuesday because I was flying back from New York, where I went to the 9/11 memorial, which was a very beautiful, very artistically well done remembrance of what happened. And I did Tuesday, actually Monday, I did a seminar on how to fight discriminatory laws with Letty Van Cabbage from Best Friends Animal Society, and we had a blast doing that. It was a lot of fun. But in terms of the news, we had Aurora, Colorado vote to keep their BSL. The silver lining of that is that if they'd had more time, they would have been able to persuade more people, but they only had 90 days, and it wasn't enough time. Although it is the incumbent position, I think it's still tough to beat. It does show that if people know what the ban does and how it works, that they're not for it. But you need to have a lot of boots on the ground and a lot of people going out in a grassroots kind of movement to talk to individual people to let them know that they're, number one, there's an election, and then number two, what this initiative is about. Hallsville, Missouri also repealed their 20-year-old ban. So it's big when a place that has it that long.
Yay.
And also the city of Sherbrooke, Quebec.
Yes.
The city of Sherbrooke, Quebec reversed their 20-year pit bull ban. So that's two that we've got there.
Canadians
Johnny
getting
Justice,
it in.
Johnny Justice was declared the ASPCA Dog of the Year, so that's great news. Also, BSL was rejected in Kinza, South Africa.
Really?
So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And you know why that is, right, Fred?
Because of your show, and it gets seen in South Africa.
That's right. Our show, seen in Africa, they got the words that pit bull kisses cures Ebola. See, that's see, we're on the cutting edge of science here, man. You know, so that's great. Wait a minute, where at it again in Africa?
Kinza.
Kinza.
K-N-Y-S-A.
Okay, Kinza. All right, mark that down on our tour, you know, because we're going to get this. I thought about...
It's right next to Kwanzaa.
Oh, right. right. So we can go there closer to Christmas time, you know, because,
That's right. You'll be safe there, man.
Yeah, somebody suggested to me the other day that we, you know, because I had to put that tour off, that, you know, they said, Foster, you guys got enough fans out there now to do a crowdfunding campaign for you and Danny to do a tour.
I think you guys should start a nude calendar.
A nude calendar?
Foster will be January.
Oh, my
Danny will be February.
Oh,
and
man.
then we go from there.
Well,
I gotta have at least a couple months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of good looking sides. Look at this.
Yeah.
It could be the conversations with the Pitbull calendar. Get Paula.
Yeah.
You know, get a whole bunch of the people
Get
that are
you.
coming on the show all
Don't
the time.
skip over you. You got to be like, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a big law book in front of me.
That'd be great. Yeah, Fred Cray. We give him a gavel. You know.
Yeah, that's right. But I want a big gavel.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
6 inches long.
Break out that blindfold of the scales of justice or whatever.
Yes,
Be like,
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And have Cheryl on there. You know, and you know, Cheryl, you could have what is that Portland? What's the landmark you guys got up there?
Oh, we got lots of them. You
Right.
name one. Pioneer Square, I think, is probably the biggest one. It's called Portland's Living Room.
Okay, then we could put Pioneer Square between Cheryl's legs. It'd be like Portland's living room, August. You know,
I'm in.
that ain't a bad idea, Fred. We probably sell more of those than T-shirts or something. You know.
Hey, speaking of T-shirts, I'm working on getting some CWAPB T-shirts printed up. So as soon as I get those, you guys will have them in the mail. Make sure I get those addresses because I'm gonna send some out to the family. You know? Because I always rock my Pit Bulletin Legal News shirt.
There you go. That's right.
Matter of fact, I had it on at the Best Friends event.
Is that right?
A lot of people, like, you know, it's so funny because like people, they look at you and then they wonder, it's like, oh, is this dude some like weird like pit bull,
right?
Like, you know, challenger, or he's a dog fighter. Like, what is it? They have to actually read the shirt, which is kind of cool, Fred.
Right.
So you still get a lot of props for that. But I'm gonna send you guys.
When I was at the LA Improv awarding Rebecca Corey the award, you know, a lot of people came up to me and said, "Hey, are you Fred Cray from Pitbull Legal News?" And it was kind of weird because you know you don't know, you're on the air, you don't know who knows you, but
right.
People know you.
That's right.
You know,
That's
so,
right. It happens to me all the time when the police pull me over. You know,
aren't you that guy?
Yeah, the police. Huh?
Put your pants on.
Yeah, right. Hey, as a matter of fact, you know, we're gonna have a live singer on next, Fred. And for the last half hour, man, it's gonna be like cool, you know. And
I heard she wrote songs about breaking up with you.
Yeah, but you know, that was another story.
I'm waiting to hear all the ins and outs of that.
Yeah, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let her just have the floor and entertain us. Cause last time we had somebody do live was what? I'm a pit bull.
John Skype.
Yeah, John Skype.
Yeah, we've had like the Pitbull poets and everybody, but it's always good to get some real authentic artists in here to help out and do something
That's right,
creative.
some real singers. You know,
I think you guys should present a rap song.
Don't get us started, man. That's Danny's. That's right up Danny's area.
Conversations with Pitbull rap song, and you know, videotape it, and you could show it
Yeah, well,
I
if,
think
if the subject matter is gonna be breaking up with Foster, then it might have to be a symphony. We might need to go to that 4-hour show that he does on Tuesdays. We'll holler at Donna and see if she knows a little
you
bit.
ought to have a show of all the women that have broken up with Foster.
Oh,
and
man.
then he could cut it into a movie.
Yeah, we could also cut it into like a quadruple CD because that would definitely require many tracks.
What it would be is all the women throwing stuff at Foster. That's
And we could put a hologram of
The
Tupac
lamps.
in there and just for our urban fans.
Hey, but that's a good idea though, Fred, because Danny is into the beats, man. You know, you talking to Mr. Hip Hop over there. He's got that down. So
Old school though. It's got to be old school. I can't really rock and roll with this new stuff, man.
If Heavy D and Danny get in a fight, who are you picking?
I'm picking Danny.
Like they're one and the same, like Heavy. I just haven't been on TV like that.
Yeah. So
I'm picking Danny because Danny's younger.
yeah.
Well, I got a bunch of moves too. You know what I'm
He's got
saying?
more stamina than Heavy D. He's getting up there in the years now.
Plus,
Right.
I got the Pitbull energy drink fueling my fire, so you know,
And-
I got the longevity factor kicking in.
and he's got this whole
Trying to set that up as an MMA thing.
yeah. Well, I tell you, man, I like the idea.
He'll be able to handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea though, that maybe he put together some beats and even if we pull some of the clips from all of the shows, you know, because I'm trying to maybe over the holidays while we're off put together a best of show, you know, with all kinds of clips and stuff, you know, from our moments, the few moments that we have that are fun.
Are you going to include the moment where you stand up with no pants on?
No, that'll go in the DVD.
You'll have to send us that. You'll have to send us that file, Fred. I know he only sent that to you on his iPhone, so I don't think the rest of us got that one. So from your private archives, make sure you send it to us.
Unbelievable.
Only in HD. It's got to be widescreen. I heard.
Where you think that clip came from in Breeder X in the trailer? Somebody help me! That was the woman running out the door.
That was me yelling, "Oh my God, do I have to see this?"
Yeah. So hey, man. Well,
like a cornflake in there.
that's right. So listen, the last thing before we go to the singer, how was the Rebecca Corey event? Tell us that real quick.
It was great. David Spade came in and did a set. And the audience was great. The award was great. Rue Uri, who owns Wallace and Hector, who just passed away, Hector did, was there and talked about how Wallace, we named the award after Wallace. I saw a lot of fans, met a lot of people there. And what was really amazing to me was this wasn't just, you go to the comedy, to the improv and you're there. I mean, they had all dogs out there to get adopted. And people it was like no other event I'm sure the improv has. They had a red carpet where you get your picture taken with Rebecca, and Kelly Kuko was there. And David Spader, man, he looked like he was ready to fall asleep.
Well,
he's been hanging out with those folks in Colorado. Got that taking advantage of that weed, those weed initiatives.
That's right. Well, he came down, and that's a wonderful
I
thing.
really enjoyed the comedy. The women, I asked Clara Uri. I came in and she had seen the first show, and I was only at the second. I said, "How's the comedy?" She said, "Well, it's pretty raunchy," and it was pretty raunchy. But some of the things that the women had to say were pretty funny.
Well, that's cool.
And
well,
I thought I had a great time. I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning my time on Sunday night, and I paid for it the next day.
Right. Well, I wanted to say I was sorry that you didn't call me, for that ride to the airport, because I know that.
Well, Josh was going to ride me to the airport and interview me at the same time, but he was late, and it all didn't make it.
It just didn't work out. Yeah, because I wanted to take you to the airport.
Seeing you in your car at the airport, that was the high point.
Hey, man, listen, that was so funny. He was standing on the curb.
The windows down,
and I was calling him.
He had this big spliff.
He was standing out there with the phone.
He pulled up and he went, "Hey, man, are you Fred Cray?" And I said, "Are you holding?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, I don't know if I can legally get in the car with you, man."
It's like you can't out here in L.A.
Yeah, right. You jump in the car with the wrong guy.
You could jump in there with a 6-foot bong attached to the hood, driving around like Cheech and Chong, and they'd be like, "Hey, man, carry on.
Yeah.
But when he rolled his window down, all this smoke came pouring out. And I said, I smell it.
Yeah, he's been having those
Feeling
radiator
delighted.
problems. That's the catalytic converter.
Right. Well, I wanted to take you to the airport because I always wanted to be able to officially say I ran Fred out of town. You know? So
That's exactly why I didn't let you take me to the airport.
So hey man, we'll see you later. We're gonna get to Donna and get some entertainment up in here. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm looking forward to hearing some wonderful stuff.
right,
and,
man.
You guys look out. I'm gonna send some of those T-shirts. Make sure Foster gets your addresses so I can hit you up.
All right.
Talk to you later, brother.
All right, man.
All right. So we're gonna bring Donna. Do you need to make a pause for the cause, or this technology can just shoot her right up there on the screen?
That's really cool that Fred's been able to just travel around and see so many different states and stuff like that. You meet so many interesting people, and I'm sure they benefit tremendously from his input. And that just sounds like fun. Some of those cities he was naming off, he's like, I'll be in New Orleans and I'm heading to Miami. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of rappers, he might want to jump into the rap game.
Well,
That sound
I
like
tell you,
international
and
jet
the
set.
right time of year too. Is that Donna?
Yes, hey there. How you doing?
Oh, we good, dear. How are you?
I'm great. You guys all right today?
Yeah.
How's the weather? How's the weather in LA?
It's great. Well, where you at?
I'm in North Carolina, and it's pretty cold today. It's probably like, 45 degrees or something like that.
Oh yeah. Well, it's freezing here, man.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's freezing.
I'm telling you, man. I got like I think I might even had 3 drops on the car on the way here, and I'm about ready to sue the gods.
I had to shovel out in my driveway, flashbacks to Chicago. So Donna, tell everybody, about you and what you do and what you've been doing.
I'm a songwriter, and I'm an artist, and I get out and sing original songs as much as I can. Every chance I get, things that touch my heart, things that I see, things that I'd like to touch other people with. And this song that, we're going to be doing today, there's some folks that live down the road from me, and they keep their dogs on chains, and it just breaks my heart. It keeps me from sleeping at night, that sort of thing. So
yeah, it's hard to not pay attention once you become aware, huh?
yes, absolutely.
Let me ask you this: have they heard the song?
I don't know. I'm almost afraid. I'm afraid that they might, not react very well to the song being written about them.
Yeah. Well, they need to wake up, man.
Fred was talking.
Right.
Fred was telling us a little bit about he's being on the road a lot. Like, I suppose as a songwriter, you get a chance to get out and perform for people in different areas. Like, are you out on the road a lot?
Absolutely. I just got back from Wyoming. I did a show called Live at the Denison Lodge for PBS last week, and it was awesome. And as soon as I flew out, the weather dropped.
Is that right?
Snow fell. It's like the weather. It waited for me to come and go.
Yeah.
That was perfect timing. So,
That was great.
well, whenever you get to LA, don't forget us, man. Come on in here. You got a home.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to come hang out with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And we just turn it into a whole thing, man. You can have the studio and we play
Awesome.
every song you got. So let's hear it. And you don't have to stop, because what we did is we made the whole rest of the show for you. So if you've got something else you want to share, feel wide open. It's your floor. So let's hear this one. And I was hoping that Richard. Before you start, how do you know Richard Jennings?
Well, Richard saw my song, and he contacted me, and he said, "This is a great song, and I really need to help you get it out there."
Okay. Well, there
And so we just met on account of this song.
Oh, okay. But see there, the worldwide Pitbull love, man.
Don't be thrown
That's
off
right.
if once you get started, you see us dancing in the background and all that or whatever, because I know it's going to
Go
be
right
inspirational
ahead.
music.
It's a really sad song. It's a really sad song, right?
Oh, in that case, we might dance then.
Okay, well, and I have a funny one that I can do too.
Okay. Well,
But this one's sad.
okay. Take it away.
Okay. Can you hear that all right? Nothing to look forward to. Watching cars go by all day. forget to bring me water. They forget that I'm here. They don't know how smart I am. They don't even see my tears. What did I do wrong? What did I do? I just want someone to love me, 'cause I love you. Whatever I did wrong, maybe I can change. Lord knows how hard it is. How hard it is to be a dog on a 10-foot chain. Sometimes it's hard to stay cool on a blazing hot summer day. I dream of crossing the stream, catching a fish as sunlight fades. It's hard to stay warm in the winter. Sometimes it's hard to be strong. I dream of chasing butterflies, rabbits all day long. What did I do wrong? What did I do? I just want someone to love me, 'cause I love you. Whatever I did wrong, maybe I can change. No one knows how hard it is. How hard it is to be a dog on a 10-foot chain. The world's big and beautiful. I'll never see it all. Maybe when I go to heaven, someone will love me and throw me a big red ball. What did I do wrong? What did I do? I just want someone to love me, 'cause I love you. Whatever I did wrong, maybe I can change. No one knows how hard it is. How hard it is to be a dog on a 10-foot chain.
Yay! All right. All right. That was awesome.
Dog
I
on
love
a
that.
10-foot chain.
It's
And,
sad, huh?
oh yeah, I mean it is when you start thinking about all the dogs. I mean how true the song is,
Yeah.
and how many dogs are just living that every day.
It's crazy too, but because it's like your voice is so beautiful and smooth, it's like you're balancing
Right,
how
the
nice
emotion.
it sounds with what's being said, and
Right.
it's like it's a blend of just it's like great sounds coming through your ears, and then your mind is just
Right.
blowing up inside. That was wonderful.
And
Thank
that,
you.
yeah, and that lyric of what did I do wrong? Wondering what did I do wrong, and they did nothing, and that's got to be going through their minds, exactly that.
Where were you when you wrote that song, Donna?
It was one of those. Well, why am I speaking into the microphone? I guess I'm used to being on stage and I'm used to doing that. But it was one of those sleepless nights that I had when I was thinking about those poor little critters that were tied up. These folks have literally just tied them out there to remain from now on. I mean, I'm sure they feed them and bring them water and stuff like that. Not as much as, a doggy, they might want to eat more often than once a day, or I don't know. I mean, I think they're alive. Let's just say they're alive. But
That's about it.
Doggies are super smart, and and they're smarter and better than being on a chain and being left out there in the snow and the ice and the rain. You know, they're better than that. So it's a shame, but I wrote the song from the dog's perspective because I kept laying there thinking, you know, what must they be thinking?
Yes, Cheryl.
Hey, Foster, Donna, I don't know if you're familiar or not, but there's an organization called Fences for Fido. I just looked it up online real quick. They are in North Carolina. Do a search on them online. They are a wonderful organization. We have Fences for Fido here in Portland. You report the people that have the dogs tied out to them. They go out, they do community outreach. They know how to handle the people so they don't feel like they're being told what to do by anybody. They build a fence for free if the people's income qualify them for it. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. It's an all-volunteer thing. They build the fences. They provide dog houses with pads inside for the dogs to sleep in. They help educate people on how to be better dog owners. They help them get the dogs spayed and neutered if they want, or vetted. They help with food, and they can even help them place the dogs in another home if the dogs are too much. So I really highly suggest, if you are concerned about these dogs, get hold of your Fences for Fido there in North Carolina and get them
Absolutely.
the address for these
I have
people.
heard of them, and I have sent them my song. And at this point in time, I'm willing to let anyone use my song that would like to use it. And if it helps any organization out there for their public service announcements or whatever, somebody asked me, how do we buy your song? And I'm like, you don't have to buy it, just let me know, and I'm willing to help. So I do think that's a great cause, and I think if anyone ever, like really big and famous, like Miranda Lambert or somebody like that, or even Alicia Keys or somebody like that, which who knows what people think about these songs.
Exactly.
Like you put them out there, and you never know what somebody's thinking. But if somebody like really super huge were to record it, I would certainly be interested in having the proceeds help these organizations, because I think that is a super great one, and I love that one.
That's wonderful, man. That's a great thing.
But that's what we're all about, is trying to put some of the medicine in the candy. So sometimes it's like, if you can, it's a tough hill to climb, but sometimes people, that's how they get the information best. You know, if you present it to them in a creative way, then sometimes it kind of it does shed some light on some more really important issues.
Exactly.
What were you saying, Cheryl?
If folks go to Fences for Fido, they have all kinds of videos that they've taken. I've built several fences here in Portland. Just go watch the videos and get a box of Kleenex, because when they let those dogs off the chain, you're going to cry.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, that's when she was, Donna was saying, she passes by there and the dog's on the chain day after day after day, and I mean, seeing the dogs off the chain
and their owners just may not know better.
Yeah. Of course they don't.
Realize.
Of course they don't. You know, the thing is that if my fear is that if the dogs, accidentally get off the chain one day,
right?
Then now you have a real nightmare situation, because they haven't had freedom and they haven't been socialized, so it turns into a bad story, and then somebody's going to say a crazy pit bull, those dogs are crazy, and
and dogs tied out on chains are among the highest risk group to bite or attack someone, because like you say, they're not socialized. They don't know nothing but confinement and everything. They're afraid of everything, because they've lived their life at the end of this 10-foot chain, and barking at people and barking at cars. And
it just gets me thinking about people too. It's like, that's where that whole phrase comes from. It's like a kind of like a euphemism, but like people say, "Oh man, that dude's off the chain." It's like that's where that comes from.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, "Oh man, this dude, he's one of those cats that's maybe lived his whole life in an 8-block radius, and then you take him somewhere or whatever, and it's like, oh man, he doesn't know how to act, and it's ridiculous." But I really enjoyed that song, Donna. That was sweet.
Donna, tell everyone where they can find more of your music at and stuff, and I want you to play another song too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have a website, and it's at donnahughes.com. and that's spelled DonnaHughes. My website kind of just tells, where to get all the different songs I've done. I've written over 500 songs.
Whoa.
And I've got about 200 on iTunes, but I would really like to do a dog CD. And that would be on there again, but then I have like a few funny ones, like I Kiss My Dog on the Mouth.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
And I have a song that I wrote. I was dating this guy, and I dated him for 3 years, and I knew that it really wasn't going anywhere, but I had a hard time breaking up with him because I really loved his dog. So like I wrote a song called The Only Thing I Miss About You Is Your Dog.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great. Well, we love to hear that one right now. But it's a couple of things I wanted to tell you real quick. One, if you get an idea, I can give you a song title you could write, like When I Kiss Foster on the Lips, from that dog. That's a good one.
What's the name of that one cat that we had on the show a while ago who was also a singer? He had some really cool songs as well. Like we might be able to get a compilation going.
That was John Stipe.
John Stipe.
John Stipe, yeah.
He was awesome.
Have you heard his song?
I haven't, but I would like to.
Yeah, pull it up on YouTube. It's called I'm a Pit Bull.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pitbull Blues.
Yeah, Pitbull Blues.
Pitbull Blues. That's
Pitbull
what it is.
And the other one is Pitbull Rescue Mama or something like that.
Yeah. And on that thing about your boyfriend and the dog, right? There's a famous blues song that I can't think of the name of, but I remember the lyric. It was like, and he said, something like, my old lady done left me and she took my dog, and I don't mind. It was something about I don't mind her going, but I'm sure gonna miss that dog.
Chris, look at all the viewer numbers just going down. As soon as he starts belting out you need to lead the singing to Donna, my friend. Yeah.
Well, hey, Donna, sing us another song before we get out. I think we got 7 minutes, so you choose.
Let me grab my guitar. I'll be right back.
You got it. We'll be right here, and because
we're just funning, as you guys say down south. I'm just bagging on my boy right here. I love his voice. That's Paul Robeson reincarnated right there, bro.
Yeah, all right. So I think that was Leroy Robeson.
Yeah, he probably stole all the songs anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, we gotta get in touch with John. Maybe we have a year-end Christmas
compilation going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a Christmas
show. That would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to say, I went and I sang in an elementary school last week, and this is like the second school that I sang the Dog on a 10-Foot Chain, at. And so I kind of knew what was going to happen from the first time I sang it. I had a lot of kids like crying.
Oh, really?
And until you see a child crying and know that you made them cry, it's hard.
It happens all the time around here.
You should have seen Foster's house at Halloween. That's
right. Trick or treat.
The authorities would have been.
That's right. What are you doing here?
Oh gosh. In regards to that, I kind of knew that this was going to happen, so I wrote a funny song to counteract the sadness of the children.
Yes.
And I mean, it's bad to make kids cry, but at least you know that they'll grow up and have a heart for animals. At least But I did this song right after, and they were laughing, and it was worth it. So I hope you guys like it.
All right, go right ahead.
It's more of a kid's song, but oh well. He looks into my eyes when I'm sad. He makes me smile. We sit and watch TV. He loves to be with me. I let him sleep in the bed. Snores loud enough to wake the dead. A better dog cannot be found. Hey, I kiss my dog on the mouth. My mama said I'd get worms. I might as well eat some dirt. He brings me up when I am down. I kiss my dog on the mouth. Ride in the car. He loves to hear himself bark. A better friend I've never known. But wags his tail when I come home. Sometimes he wears clothes, he finds things with his nose. I let him sit on the couch, I kiss my dog on the mouth. My mama said that I get worms, I might as well eat some dirt. It brings me up when I am down, I kiss my dog on the mouth.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh man.
You're right. That does feel a lot more upbeat and lifts our spirits. That was wonderful, Donna.
Well, Donna,
Well, that's really what happens, and people people think that dogs are, dirty and they don't belong in the house and stuff, but mine sleep in my bed with me. I don't know about you guys, but they snore in the most precious sound in the world. Why am I still talking on the mic? The most precious sound in the world is a doggy snoring. Don't you think?
Oh my goodness, you need to talk to Paula Archer because that's her mantra. Her. Oh man,
Don't get me started on the snoring thing. I got sleep apnea and all that. If you try to convince my wife of that, she is not having it. She don't want to hear anything about any type of animal, much less the bear with a chainsaw she got to sleep with. Every
bear
night.
with a chainsaw.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like Paula's got like, every time it's like 3 or 4 dogs in the bed, and. Yeah, she has to find them.
So cute.
Yep, and they take turns snoring too, That's why she's moving and she's looking for like 6-bedroom again.
See, when I hear songs like that, I'm like, we need to get Fred a CD with this stuff because a 5-hour drive would seem kind of like awesome with that kind of song blasting off. You know what I'm saying? It's real peaceful and soothing. I think we can get set up that to go date with Charlize Theron for Fred down in Miami. Slap a Madonna Hughes CD in there, and we'll get it all rolling.
There you go.
Nice road trip.
There you go. That's right. Well,
That'd be awesome.
yeah. Well, thank you so much. And, we got some plans for the next year. Hopefully Danny and I can get this tour. We're going to try to take the show on the road and just tour the country.
North Carolina got that barbecue.
Yeah.
You guys come on out. You guys can stay with us. We'll put you up here and, we'll take you out to the place where we live, where we have all kinds of animals and stuff, and let you meet all of them,
There
we'll
you
take
go.
a quick visit over there to those neighbors with these dogs on the chains.
You
and
know
see,
we will.
See if we can have a look-see.
I'll sick y'all on them.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They'll say them crazy people from L.A. out here trying to tell us about our dogs. And we'll enjoy that for sure. So
Let's get a truck with some big speakers and
That's
just
right.
blast the song out like at all hours of the night.
exactly. So Donna, take care. Thank you so much, and feel free to come back here anytime you want. Anything you got to promote or say or whatever, okay? When you're going to be places, let us know.
And you guys check out her website. She's got all the dates of her upcoming shows. She's going to be rocking and rolling out there in North Carolina, I know, for a couple dates. And you guys make sure you follow her and pick up her music
Exactly,
as well.
because we got low friends in high places.
And I got high friends in low places,
That's
but,
right. So we'll do everything we can. You take care, dear.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right, now.
That was fun.
Oh, yeah, that was great, huh?
Thanks, Paula, for hooking that up. Paula's always finding us some wonderful guests and whatnot. But look, hey, buddy, I think we're running up against it in terms of time.
I know. The meter is running out. We need some more quarters, some Pitbull energy drinks. And as I was telling people on the Tuesday show, you guys email our CWAPB 2013 at Gmail or get in touch with Paula because we're going to start selling this Pitbull energy drink ourselves.
Yeah,
and
it'd be nice to have a double CD Pitbull 6-pack combo or something.
There you go. So don't forget, we'll be back again. You can't get rid of us. So you guys take care and there's no holiday before we back, right?
No, but much love to all the veterans we missed you guys on Veterans Day, but thanks for everything that you guys do, including Foster over here.
That's right. We were on Tuesday. Now you feel free to come in anytime you want to there, Doc.
Okay.
Because Danny, I know his probation officer's got this thing and he got that ankle bracelet.
Exactly, man.
But if we want him to know that, any Tuesday that he can get bailed out,
Thanks for Fred. Thanks to Fred, to Paula, to Cheryl, and all the other show contributors. Thank you so much for Donna for joining us. Thanks for Chris for working the wheels of steel behind us and making the show what it is. And remember, you guys get out there and do something good in the world. Adopt, foster, transport. Do what you can, buddy. All right.
Absolutely.
We'll catch up with you next week.
See y'all.
Peace out.
I'm a pit bull, and I approve this message.